Bob Lazar claims to have worked on reverse engineering alien technology at a secret government facility near Area 51. NASA itself doesn't believe in aliens in the sense of having a religious or philosophical conviction. Bob Lazar is the complete opposite when it comes to aliens and what's out there in the universe. Throughout history, there have been events that have baffled even the smartest scientists. Take the WOW signal, for example. This was a super strong radio signal, super narrow too, picked up back in 1977. It was so intense, it really made people think it might be from aliens. But the weird thing is, they never heard it again. Then there's the Perseverance signal. Now this one is seriously mysterious. Imagine, the Perseverance rover on Mars picks up this super strong radio signal. NASA was completely stumped. They couldn't figure out where it came from. And let's not forget fast radio bursts. These are like cosmic firecrackers. These super powerful bursts of radio waves from deep space. Scientists have no idea where they come from, and some even think they might be artificial, like aliens sending messages. Now look, Lazar's claims are pretty wild, and we don't have proof of any of it. But what if there's actually something to it? Shouldn't we be at least a little curious? He talks about this stuff called Element 115 powering these spacecraft.
What is Element 115? Is it found here on Earth, or is it strictly an extraterrestrial material?
115 is strictly an extraterrestrial material.
Now, we don't even know if that element actually exists. It implies they're way ahead of us in terms of science and technology. So if the government really knows about aliens, they're keeping it a pretty big secret. This raises some serious questions, doesn't it? What if they're using this technology for their own gain? Or even worse, suppressing it from the public? We deserve to know the truth. He talks about these alien spacecraft with propulsion systems that are just mind-blowing. Imagine the possibilities. But think about it. If we got our hands on that kind of technology, could we really be trusted with it? It could be used for amazing things, but it could also fall into the wrong hands and cause unimaginable destruction. Now think about this. If we were to get our hands on alien technology, especially something as advanced as their propulsion systems, it could be a game changer. On the one hand, imagine the possibilities. Medical breakthroughs, clean energy sources. It could be incredible. But on the other hand, there's the potential for serious misuse. You could easily see this technology being weaponized. Imagine super weapons powered by something we don't even understand. Maybe even weapons that could cause unimaginable destruction. And then there's the risk of an arms race. If one country gets their hands on this technology, everyone else would be scrambling to keep up. That could lead to a really dangerous situation where the whole world is destabilized. Imagine this. Rogue nations, even individuals, getting their hands on alien technology. It could completely disrupt the balance of power, right? Suddenly, someone could have weapons we can't even begin to imagine. Talk about a scary thought. And then there's the environmental risk. We don't understand this alien technology. We don't know how it works, what it does to our planet. What if it messes with the environment in ways we can't even predict? That's a nightmare scenario if you ask me. This guy, Lazar, he's made some pretty wild claims about all this. We don't know how much of it is true, but it definitely makes you think. Bob Lazar claims he worked on alien spacecraft at this super secret government facility. He talks about these crazy propulsion systems, way beyond anything we can even imagine. He mentions this Element 115, some super powerful stuff that we don't even know exists. It's wild, right? And he says he read these classified documents about aliens being involved in human history for thousands of years. Now, a lot of people are skeptical, and for good reason. But you gotta admit, his story is pretty captivating. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Bob Lazar also claims he worked on this super secret government project where they were studying alien technology.
You're talking about physical contact and proof from another system, another planet, another intelligence.
He's talking about spacecraft with propulsion systems that defy everything we know about physics, powered by some element we don't even have on Earth. It's mind-blowing stuff, right? But think about it. If this is even remotely true, it changes everything. It means we're not alone, that there are civilizations out there way ahead of us. And if the government's keeping it all secret, that raises some serious questions, doesn't it? What if they're using this technology for themselves? What if they're hiding something from us? Whether you believe him or not, Lazar's story really makes you think about our place in the universe and what else might be out there. Let's talk about how scientists hunt for aliens. The key is finding what we call biosignatures. Think of them like clues left behind by life, little fingerprints, if you will. These can be chemical things like special molecules that are usually associated with living things. Or they could be geological clues like fossils or even the shapes of rocks that suggest life once existed there. So, imagine you're a detective and you're trying to figure out if there was ever a party on Mars. You'd look for evidence, right? Did someone leave a plate of cookies? Are there muddy footprints on the floor? Well, scientists are doing the same thing, but on a cosmic scale. They're searching for those telltale signs that life, in any form, once called Mars home. NASA is deeply invested in exploring the vast expanse of the universe and trying to answer that age-old question, are we alone? It's a bit like sending out explorers to uncharted lands, but on a much grander scale. They're constantly launching these amazing machines, probes and telescopes, into space. These aren't just any old gadgets. They're equipped with super-sensitive instruments that can analyze distant stars, sniff out the atmospheres of planets orbiting other stars, and even capture images of breathtaking nebulae.
The Bob Lazar story is a fascinating blend of science, speculation, and secrecy. He claims to have worked on a top-secret government project, reverse engineering technology, that defies our current understanding of physics. Imagine this. Instead of relying on rockets and fuel, these spacecraft, according to Lazar, utilize a substance called element 115. This isn't just any element. Lazar claims it allows these craft to manipulate gravity itself, bending the very fabric of space-time. It's like folding a piece of paper to connect two distant points, allowing for instantaneous travel across vast distances. Now, this might sound like science fiction, and it certainly is a bold claim. But it sparks a fascinating question. Could there be technologies out there, hidden from public view, that operate on principles we haven't even begun to comprehend? Lazar's story, whether true or not, challenges us to question our assumptions about the limits of human knowledge and the potential for extraordinary discoveries that may lie hidden within the shadows of government secrecy. Has NASA been hiding this secret alien technology all along? Or has Bob Lazar spun a fantastical tale about alien technology we desperately want to believe in? Bob Lazar, a figure who has captivated the public imagination for decades, claims to have worked on a highly classified government project involving the reverse engineering of extraterrestrial technology. At the heart of his claims are encounters with advanced spacecraft, powered by a revolutionary energy source. NASA, the leading space agency in the world, has maintained a consistent stance on Bob Lazar's claims: official silence. NASA, as a government agency focused on scientific research and exploration, adheres to strict protocols and relies on verifiable evidence. Extraordinary claims like those made by Mr. Lazar require extraordinary evidence. While NASA acknowledges the public interest in the topic of UFOs and the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, they prioritize scientific inquiry and peer-reviewed research. They focus their efforts on exploring the universe through telescopes, space probes, and robotic missions, seeking concrete evidence of life beyond Earth. In essence, NASA maintains a professional distance from the claims made by Mr. Lazar, focusing on verifiable scientific data and established research methodologies. Lazar describes these crafts as utilizing a substance he calls element 115, a super-heavy element that, according to his account, interacts with gravity in extraordinary ways. This element, he alleges, allows these craft to achieve incredible speeds and perform maneuvers that defy our current understanding of physics. While his claims remain unverified, the theoretical properties of element 115, even if it doesn't function exactly as Lazar describes, could have profound implications for the future of human civilization. Imagine a world powered by a virtually limitless source of clean energy. If element 115, or a similar element, could be harnessed and controlled. It could revolutionize energy production. This could lead to a future where we no longer rely on fossil fuels, solving the global energy crisis and mitigating climate change. Furthermore, the potential applications of such an element extend far beyond energy production. It could unlock breakthroughs in medicine, allowing us to develop new treatments for diseases and potentially even extend human lifespan. The possibilities are truly mind-boggling, even if they remain firmly in the realm of theoretical speculation. Bob Lazar paints a picture of technology far beyond our own, technology that could potentially revolutionize space travel and our understanding of the universe. While his claims remain unverified, Lazar's story continues to fuel public fascination with the possibility of extraterrestrial life and the existence of advanced technologies beyond our current comprehension. Imagine if NASA, the agency that put humans on the moon, was secretly in possession of alien technology. It's a mind-bending concept, a blend of science fiction and a chilling reality. What if, hidden away in some top-secret facility, they were studying spacecraft that defy the laws of physics as we understand them? Imagine propulsion systems that don't rely on fuel, but instead manipulate the very fabric of space-time. This isn't just idle speculation. There have been whispers of government cover-ups, of recovered alien craft, and of reverse engineering projects aimed at understanding these astonishing technologies. Of course, this is all highly speculative. NASA, for its part, focuses on scientific research and exploration, adhering to rigorous protocols and relying on evidence-based findings. But the idea of NASA possessing alien technology, even if it's purely hypothetical, is a powerful one, forcing us to question what lies beyond the boundaries of our current understanding and the potential for groundbreaking discoveries that may be hidden from public view. What if NASA, the agency that put humans on the moon, receives a signal? Not just any signal, but a message, a deliberate transmission from an intelligence beyond our own, a message from another civilization, somewhere out there in the vastness of space. What would happen next? Would the world erupt in panic? Would governments scramble for control? Or would it be a moment of profound global unity, a shared experience that transcends national borders? The implications of such a discovery are immense. It would fundamentally alter our understanding of our place in the universe, forcing us to confront the possibility of other intelligent life and the profound implications of such an encounter. Would we try to respond? How would we communicate? What would we say? These are just some of the profound questions that would arise in the wake of such a momentous discovery. It's a scenario that has captivated the human imagination for generations, a reminder that the universe may hold wonders far beyond our wildest dreams. Is it the renowned scientists at NASA with their rigorous research and access to cutting-edge facilities? Or could there be hidden pockets of knowledge, classified projects operating outside the public eye, where groundbreaking discoveries are being made in secret? Whispering of hidden government agendas and suppressed information. Some believe NASA may be concealing evidence of extraterrestrial life, perhaps even encounters with alien civilizations. Are they hiding evidence of UFO sightings, of recovered alien technology, or even of contact with beings from beyond our own planet? Of course, these are just speculations, fueled by a healthy dose of skepticism and a desire to uncover the truth. NASA, for its part, maintains a focus on scientific research and exploration, adhering to rigorous protocols and prioritizing transparency. But the allure of the unknown remains strong. The possibility that NASA may be withholding information about groundbreaking discoveries continues to fuel public fascination and debate, pushing us to question what we truly know about the universe and our place within it. The Bob Lazar story, whether true or not, serves as a reminder that the boundaries of human knowledge may extend far beyond what we publicly acknowledge. It forces us to question our assumptions about government secrecy, the nature of scientific discovery, and the potential for extraordinary breakthroughs that may be hidden from public view. But the Bob Lazar story doesn't end there. What if Bob Lazar and NASA managed to reverse engineer alien technology? What could that mean for planet Earth and our abilities to travel to the stars? Imagine working on something completely beyond human comprehension. That's what Lazar alleges, claiming to have encountered technology far surpassing anything we've ever conceived. He's described encountering beings and technology that seem to operate on principles we don't yet understand. Alleging to have worked at a clandestine facility known as S4 near Area 51, where he encountered technology unlike anything we've ever seen. He describes witnessing advanced propulsion systems, spacecraft that defied the laws of physics as we understand them, and even interacting with beings that seem to possess a knowledge and understanding far beyond our own. Lazar suggests these beings might perceive reality differently, perhaps operating on principles of physics we haven't even begun to grasp. It's like stepping into a science fiction movie, encountering technology that seems to bend the very fabric of reality. While his claims remain unverified and highly controversial, Lazar's accounts have sparked a wave of speculation and debate, forcing us to question our own understanding of the universe and the possibility of life beyond Earth. Lazar's speculations, while controversial, have sparked a broader conversation about the nature of intelligence and the possibility of life beyond Earth. Do aliens perceive reality differently? Do they possess technology that defies our current understanding of physics? These are mind-bending questions that Lazar's claims have brought to the forefront, even if the answers remain elusive. According to Lazar, instead of rockets and fuel, these alien spacecraft might manipulate the very fabric of space-time itself. One Lazar suggests that the technology may involve warping space, kind of like folding a piece of paper to shorten the distance between 2 points. Think of it like this. Instead of driving a car across the country, you could simply fold the map in half, bringing your destination much closer. That's the kind of technology Lazar claims to have seen, the ability to manipulate space-time itself, allowing for instantaneous travel across vast distances. It's mind-bending to even consider, isn't it? We're talking about technology that could potentially revolutionize our understanding of the universe. Of course, these are just claims, and we have no way of verifying their truth. But they certainly spark the imagination and make us wonder about the incredible possibilities that might exist beyond the limits of our current understanding. Lazar's claims remain highly controversial and lack scientific corroboration. However, his theories have sparked a broader conversation about the possibility of extraterrestrial life and the potential implications of encountering other intelligent beings. When we imagine alien technology, our minds often jump to Hollywood, laser beams, spaceships that defy gravity, and maybe even mind control. We picture technology that's like our own, just supercharged. But leading scientific theories suggest alien technology might operate on principles far beyond our current comprehension. Think about it. We humans rely heavily on electricity, right? We use it for everything from lighting our homes to powering our computers. But what if an alien civilization evolved on a planet with different resources, different environmental conditions? They might have developed technologies based on entirely different principles, perhaps harnessing forces we haven't even begun to understand. Imagine a civilization that evolved on a planet with abundant antimatter, a substance that, when combined with matter, releases pure energy. They might have developed propulsion systems that utilize this incredible power source, making our rockets and spaceships seem incredibly primitive in comparison. It's like comparing a horse-drawn carriage to a modern jet, a completely different level of technology. This helps us realize that alien technology might not just be a more advanced version of our own. It could be something completely different, something that operates on principles we haven't even begun to fathom. This idea is truly mind-blowing and highlights how much we still have to learn about the universe and the potential for life beyond Earth. Imagine you could fold a piece of paper in half and instantly connect 2 distant points. That's the kind of concept some scientists are exploring when they talk about manipulating the fabric of space-time. Instead of traveling vast distances through the traditional 3 dimensions, they theorize about bending and warping the very fabric of the universe itself. It's like creating shortcuts through the cosmos, allowing for instantaneous travel across vast distances. Think of it like this. Instead of driving across the country, you could simply fold the map in half and instantly arrive at your destination. Of course, this is a simplified analogy, but it helps to illustrate the mind-bending concept of space-time manipulation. While these ideas might seem like science fiction, they are based on some of the most advanced theories in physics. It's a reminder that our understanding of the universe is constantly evolving, and there are still many incredible possibilities waiting to be discovered. This expanded version aims to make the concept of space-time manipulation more relatable and understandable for a general audience by using familiar analogies and emphasizing the mind-bending nature of these theoretical concepts. Hollywood loves to depict alien invasions as spectacular, over-the-top events. Giant spaceships blotting out the sun, laser beams scorching cities, and armies of monstrous aliens marching across the landscape. It's thrilling to watch, but a realistic alien invasion might be far more subtle and insidious. Instead of a dramatic, head-on assault, an advanced alien civilization employed more sophisticated tactics. Think about it. If you were a truly advanced civilization, wouldn't you want to minimize casualties and maximize your control? They might begin by subtly influencing our technology, subtly manipulating our systems, and gathering intelligence without our knowledge. Imagine advanced AI infiltrating our networks, subtly guiding our decisions, or even manipulating our very thoughts. It might not involve giant robots or laser beams, but rather a silent takeover, a subtle manipulation of our society from within, leaving us unaware of our captors until it's too late. Imagine this. You're at work, scrolling through social media, unaware that the algorithms you're interacting with are subtly manipulating your opinions, guiding your choices, even influencing your emotions. This might sound like science fiction, but it's not entirely far-fetched when considering the possibility of an advanced alien civilization. Think about how technology already influences our lives: social media, news algorithms, even the devices in our homes. Now imagine an alien civilization with technology far surpassing our own, capable of subtly manipulating these systems, influencing our thoughts and guiding our actions without us even realizing it. It's a chilling thought, but perhaps a more realistic scenario for an advanced civilization. Why risk open conflict and potential losses when you can achieve your goals through subtle manipulation and technological superiority? It's a reminder that the most effective invasions might not be the most obvious ones. This isn't to say a Hollywood-style invasion is impossible, but a more nuanced approach might be far more effective for a truly advanced civilization. After all, why risk open conflict and potential losses when you can achieve your goals through subtle manipulation and technological superiority? It's a chilling thought, but perhaps a more realistic one. The idea of an alien invasion often conjures up images of Hollywood blockbusters, giant spaceships, laser beams, and armies of monstrous aliens. But what if an advanced civilization were to approach Earth with a more subtle, insidious strategy? Could an alien invasion occur without the fanfare of the dramatic? Some believe so. Perhaps a more advanced civilization would prioritize subtlety, seeking to influence and control us from within. This brings us back to figures like Bob Lazar, who claimed to have witnessed advanced alien technology. If his claims, however controversial, offer even a glimpse of the potential capabilities of extraterrestrial intelligence, it raises unsettling questions. Could an advanced civilization possessing technology far beyond our comprehension subtly manipulate our systems, influence our decisions, and ultimately control us without us even realizing it? Deep within the Nevada desert, hidden from prying eyes, lies a secret world. Area 51, a place shrouded in myth and legend. And at the heart of this mystery sits Bob Lazar, a man whose claims about alien technology have captivated and confounded the world for decades. Today, we delve into the depths of the Area 51 enigma, exploring Lazar's extraordinary claims and examining the evidence, or lack thereof. Bob Lazar. The name alone evokes images of hushed conversations, whispered theories, and the tantalizing possibility of hidden government secrets. In the late 1980s, Lazar burst onto the scene with extraordinary claims, alleging he worked at a top-secret facility near Area 51, where he witnessed first-hand evidence of extraterrestrial technology. He spoke of advanced spacecraft, powered by an element beyond our current understanding, an element he called Element 115. The name itself sounds like something out of a science fiction novel. Imagine trying to build a tower out of jelly beans. It's incredibly difficult, right? They're sticky, they wobble, and they tend to collapse. Now imagine trying to build a tower out of something even more unstable, something that barely exists in the first place. That's a bit like what scientists faced when trying to create Element 115. Element 115 is what we call a super heavy element. It's like a giant among atoms, with a massive nucleus packed with protons and neutrons. This makes it incredibly unstable, like a house of cards that's about to topple over. In fact, it wasn't until 2003 that scientists were finally able to create a few atoms of this elusive element. It was a major breakthrough, a bit like finally capturing a fleeting glimpse of a mythical creature. Officially known as Moscovium, Element 115 is incredibly rare and short-lived. It exists for mere fractions of a second before decaying into other elements. So the idea that this fleeting element could be the key to advanced propulsion systems, as claimed by Bob Lazar, seems almost fantastical. Lazar alleges that element 115 possesses unique properties that allow it to interact with gravity in extraordinary ways. This, he claims, is the secret behind the propulsion systems of the alleged alien spacecraft he encountered. While his claims remain unverified, the existence of element 115 itself, with its unique properties and fleeting existence, serves as a reminder of the incredible complexity and wonder of the universe. He describes encountering advanced spacecraft, not like anything we've ever built. These ships, according to Lazar, were powered by element 115, something completely unknown to science at the time. Imagine a car that doesn't need gasoline, but instead runs on some kind of magical fuel that defies the laws of physics. That's the kind of technology Lazar claims to have witnessed. He suggests that element 115, when used in a specific way, can interact with gravitational fields. It's like the spacecraft is creating a gravity well around itself, bending the very fabric of space-time. This allows the craft to essentially surf on gravitational waves, achieving incredible speeds, and maneuvering in ways that defy our current understanding of physics. Think of it like this. Instead of fighting against gravity, these spacecraft are using it to their advantage, riding the waves of the universe itself. It's a concept that stretches the limits of our imagination, pushing the boundaries of what we think is possible. Lazar's story captivated the public, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories. Did the US government truly possess alien technology? Were they reverse engineering spacecraft that defied the laws of physics as we know them? Area 51. The name alone conjures images of mystery and the unknown. Hidden deep within the Nevada desert, this highly classified military installation has become synonymous with secrecy and speculation. Why was this remote location in the Nevada desert chosen for such a secretive military base? The answer lies in a combination of factors. Firstly, isolation was key. The vast empty desert provided a secluded environment, far from prying eyes and potential disruptions. The remoteness of the location ensured maximum security and minimized the risk of unauthorized access or observation. Secondly, the sparse population of the surrounding area further enhanced its secrecy. With few people living nearby, the chances of civilian sightings or accidental discoveries were significantly reduced. This isolation allowed for covert operations and the development of cutting-edge technologies without the risk of public scrutiny. Finally, the rugged terrain of the Nevada desert presented a formidable barrier to unauthorized entry. The harsh desert environment, with its extreme temperatures and challenging terrain, served as a natural deterrent, making it difficult for anyone to access the base without being detected. These factors combined to make the Nevada desert an ideal location for a highly classified military facility like Area 51, ensuring secrecy and allowing for the development of sensitive technologies without fear of outside interference. For decades, rumors have swirled about what truly goes on within its guarded perimeters. Is it simply a top-secret testing ground for advanced aircraft, as the government claims? Or does it hold something far more extraordinary? Some believe Area 51 is a cover for a secret government program studying extraterrestrial technology, perhaps even housing recovered alien spacecraft. Others whisper of reverse engineering projects, where scientists attempt to understand and replicate alien technology for military or other unknown purposes. The truth about Area 51 may never be fully known, but the very existence of such a secretive facility fuels our imaginations. What are they hiding out there? Are they testing cutting-edge military aircraft? Or are they studying something far more extraordinary, something that could change our understanding of the universe forever? The thought that groundbreaking discoveries, perhaps even evidence of extraterrestrial life, might be hidden from public view is both exciting and unsettling. It reminds us that there are still many unknowns in our world, and that the truth may often be stranger than fiction. While the truth remains shrouded in secrecy, the allure of Area 51 continues to captivate the public imagination. It serves as a reminder that there are still mysteries waiting to be uncovered, secrets hidden within the shadows, and the possibility that the truth may be far more extraordinary than we can currently imagine. The Bob Lazar story continues to fascinate and frustrate. Did he truly witness groundbreaking technology at Area 51, technology that defies our current understanding of physics? Or is his story a carefully crafted illusion, a captivating tale born from a fertile imagination. One thing is certain, Lazar's claims have ignited a passionate debate about government secrecy, the limits of human knowledge, and the possibility of the extraordinary. They have forced us to question what we think we know about the universe, and to confront the tantalizing possibility that the truth may lie hidden just beyond the veil of secrecy. Whether his story is ultimately proven true or false, Bob Lazar has undeniably left an indelible mark on our collective consciousness, serving as a reminder that the pursuit of truth often leads us down unexpected and sometimes unsettling paths. The Nevada desert, a vast and desolate expanse, holds more secrets than most of us can imagine. Deep within its heart, according to some, lies a hidden world of classified research, where government scientists grapple with the impossible: reverse engineering alien technology. This is the extraordinary claim of Bob Lazar, a controversial figure who alleges to have witnessed firsthand the fruits of this clandestine endeavor. But is there any truth to his astonishing claims? Did NASA and the US government truly acquire and study extraterrestrial technology? Bob Lazar's story sounds like something out of a spy movie. Imagine this. You're a brilliant scientist, working on cutting-edge projects at a top-secret government lab like Los Alamos. You're pushing the boundaries of human knowledge, exploring the mysteries of the universe. Then, suddenly, you're recruited for an even more secretive project, something so classified it defies belief. That's how Lazar describes his own experience. He paints a picture of being whisked away to a remote location, a hidden facility known as S4 near Area 51. He talks about being introduced to technology that seemed to defy the laws of physics, technology that he claims was of extraterrestrial origin. It's a story that's captivated the public for years, a tantalizing glimpse into a world of government secrecy and the possibility of contact with otherworldly beings. Whether or not his claims are true remains a mystery, but Lazar's story serves as a reminder that the boundaries between science fiction and reality can sometimes blur, and that there are still many secrets hidden within the shadows of our own world. Imagine a secret facility hidden deep within the Nevada desert, so well concealed that it almost seems to vanish into thin air. That's how Bob Lazar describes S4, the top-secret location where he claims to have worked on extraterrestrial technology. Lazar paints a picture of a place shrouded in mystery, a place that could easily be mistaken for a mirage shimmering in the desert heat. He describes S4 as being ingeniously camouflaged, designed to blend seamlessly with the surrounding landscape. It was a place built to be invisible, hidden from prying eyes and shrouded in secrecy. It's a scenario straight out of a spy movie, a place where the lines between reality and fiction blur. While Lazar's claims remain unverified, the idea of a hidden facility, a place of forbidden knowledge, deep within the heart of the American desert, continues to fascinate and intrigue people around the world. This is a world where every move you make is monitored, every conversation is recorded, and even your very bones are scanned for identification. That's the kind of security environment Bob Lazar describes at S4, the alleged secret facility where he claims to have worked on extraterrestrial technology. Security was paramount. Armed guards patrolled every corner, surveillance cameras watched your every move, and an advanced security system, beyond anything you'd find at an airport, scanned your very bones for identification. It was like something out of a spy movie, a place where paranoia and secrecy were the norm. Lazar describes an environment governed by the principle of need to know. Information was tightly controlled, doled out sparingly, like precious jewels. You only learned what you absolutely had to know, ensuring that the secrets of S4 remain just that, secrets. This creates a sense of intrigue and mystery around the alleged facility. It paints a picture of a place where the lines between reality and fiction blur, where the pursuit of knowledge is intertwined with the need for absolute secrecy. Imagine a flying saucer, straight out of a classic sci-fi movie, hovering silently in a hangar. That's what Lazar claims to have witnessed. He describes encountering 9 different extraterrestrial spacecraft, each with its own unique design and capabilities. Among these, the sport model stands out in his accounts. He describes it as a sleek, disc-shaped craft, almost like something you'd see in a 1950s sci-fi magazine. But this wasn't a movie set. Lazar claims this was real, an actual alien spacecraft. And here's the mind-blowing part. Lazar alleges he was part of a team tasked with reverse engineering the propulsion systems of these crafts. Imagine trying to understand how a technology that defies all known laws of physics actually works. It's like trying to figure out how a magic trick works, but instead of sleight of hand, you're dealing with forces beyond human comprehension. Lazar describes these propulsion systems as operating on principles completely alien to our own, potentially involving gravitational manipulation, or even the manipulation of space-time itself. It's a concept that stretches the limits of our imagination, forcing us to question our own understanding of the universe and the possibilities that might exist beyond our current knowledge. At the heart of these incredible alien spacecraft, according to Bob Lazar, was a mysterious substance called Element 115. You might be thinking, what's Element 115? And you wouldn't be alone. At the time Lazar made his claims, scientists hadn't even officially recognized this element. Think of it like discovering a new ingredient in the kitchen, one that nobody knew existed before. Element 115, which was later added to the periodic table and named moscovium, was supposedly the key to these alien spacecraft's incredible propulsion systems. Lazar claimed this element, with its unique properties, allowed the craft to manipulate gravity. It's like having a secret ingredient that makes your car fly. These alien spacecraft, he suggests, could defy the laws of gravity as we understand them, performing maneuvers that would be impossible for any human-made machine. It's a mind-bending concept, like something out of a science fiction movie. If true, it would revolutionize our understanding of physics and open up incredible possibilities for space travel. Instead of relying on rockets or engines, Lazar describes these alien spacecraft as utilizing a completely different approach to propulsion. Imagine these crafts equipped with a central reactor, not unlike the engine in your car, but instead of burning fuel, it interacts with a mysterious substance called Element 115. This reactor, according to Lazar, works in conjunction with 3 gravity amplifiers. Think of them like supercharged magnets, but instead of attracting metal, they manipulate gravity itself. Lazar claims these amplifiers could bend and warp space-time, allowing the craft to travel vast distances in an instant. It's like folding a piece of paper to connect 2 distant points. Instead of driving across the country, you simply fold the map and arrive at your destination instantly. That's the kind of technology Lazar describes, technology that defies our current understanding of physics and opens up the possibility of interstellar travel in ways we can't even begin to comprehend. The Bob Lazar story is a fascinating blend of science, speculation, and secrecy. Did the U.S. government, in the shadows of the Nevada desert, truly acquire and study alien technology? Did they, as Lazar claims, reverse engineer propulsion systems that defy our current understanding of physics? These are questions that continue to captivate and intrigue us. While Lazar's claims remain unverified and highly controversial, his story serves as a reminder of the vast unknowns that still exist within our own world. It forces us to question what we think we know about our place in the universe and the potential for extraordinary discoveries, even within the most secretive corners of our own government. The truth may never be fully known, leaving us to ponder the possibilities, to question what lies beyond the veil of secrecy, and to wonder if the true frontiers of science and technology are hidden from public view.
The UFOs at S4. Bob Lazar's most famous claim centers around the existence of 9 alien spacecraft hidden at a secretive base near Area 51. It's called S4. Now, Lazar stated that these UFOs were unlike anything that we've ever seen. According to him, these ships were shaped like discs with a highly advanced propulsion system that defied the laws of physics. How fun is that? The UFOs didn't use traditional engines or wings. Instead, they had a device that manipulated gravity, allowing them to float, hover, and zip around at unimaginable speeds. Yeah, they can control gravity. That's kind of not fair. Lazar even claimed that he got to work up close with one of these crafts, where he witnessed firsthand how it can move in ways that no human-made craft could, essentially appearing to break all known laws of physics. Element 115. One of the most significant claims Lazar made was about a mysterious element called Element 115. Now, when Lazar spoke about it in the late 1980s, Element 115 had not yet been discovered. Yeah, spoiler alerts, Lazar. He claimed that it was used as a power source for these UFOs. Now, according to Lazar, when element 115 was exposed to radiation, it generated a gravity field strong enough to power the spacecraft, allowing them to float and travel at speeds that seem impossible by today's standards. In 2003, scientists created a synthetic version of element 115, but it is highly unstable and only lasts for a fraction of a second. But that's a start. Lazar's description sparked further interest in the element, as it seemed to align with the scientific discovery of a new element, adding weight to his claims. Anti-gravity technology. Lazar often spoke about the anti-gravity technology used in these UFOs. It's the most important part, right? He describes it in detail. He claims the flying saucers would utilize a gravity manipulation device that bends the fabric of space-time around them. So nothing's going on in the ship, but they move everything else around it. Confusing. This device, in Lazar's view, didn't just allow the ships to float, it enabled them to perform maneuvers that seemed literally impossible, such as sharp turns, sudden stops, or instant accelerations without the inertia or forces that human pilots would experience. You ever see those videos of pilots passing out? That wouldn't happen here at all. Lazar suggested that the technology was so advanced that it defied everything we know about propulsion, gravity, and physics in general. He described it as a game changer, of course. If we could replicate it, it could revolutionize not only space travel, but energy generation as well. Yeah, no more buses. We're gonna be floating to school in the future. The sport model UFO. In addition to the larger, more mysterious crafts, Lazar also described a smaller UFO, which he referred to as the sport model. It's kind of funny. This craft was only about 16 feet wide and could carry a small crew or just a single pilot. Lazar had the opportunity to examine the sport model closely, and he describes its designs as unlike anything created by human beings. One of the most fascinating aspects of said sport model, according to Lazar, was its method of control. See, instead of using buttons, levers, or any conventional instrument, steering wheel, anything like that, this UFO seemed to respond directly to the pilot's thoughts. Imagine that. It was as if the ship was alive, anticipating the pilot's actions and moving accordingly. Lazar's descriptions made the ship seem more like a living organism rather than an actual machine, and he believed that it was the next step in extraterrestrial technology. Driving with your mind? That'd be a bad idea. Sometimes when I drive, I'll just kind of blank out and miss the last 5 streets. If that happened in space, you'd be lost forever. Gravity amplifiers. A crucial piece of the UFO's technology that Lazar described was the gravity amplifier. Now, these devices were used to manipulate gravitational fields and enabled the UFOs to achieve this incredible flight ability, right? According to Lazar, the gravity amplifiers worked by amplifying the gravitational field of element 15, which I talked about earlier. This would allow the UFO to manipulate space-time in such a way that they could just float lightly and move in ways that seem impossible for any Earth-made technology. Lazar emphasized that this was the key to understanding the UFO's ability to defy gravity and perform seemingly impossible feats like instant acceleration or sudden changes in direction. Maybe this is exactly what Lazar was talking about. Maybe that's why we can't get one of them on camera. They're too quick. The reverse engineering program. At S4, Lazar claimed that the government was running a program to reverse engineer alien technology, stuff we find lying around, with the goal of understanding how the UFOs worked and eventually using this knowledge to create human-made versions of the crafts. Lazar stated that his job was to help study the propulsion systems of the UFOs, although he was only given limited access to the technology. More than fair. I mean, it's alien technology, not everyone gets to touch it. He explained that the project was highly secretive and the scientists working on the UFOs weren't told everything. Each person involved only knew a small part of a large puzzle. Lazar believed the ultimate goal of the program was to develop advanced weaponry and technology by harnessing the power of alien spacecrafts. That would be terrifying. Independence Day, but make it real. Extraterrestrial biological entities. While Lazar didn't claim to have met any aliens himself, he did describe what he called extraterrestrial biological entities, or EBEs. These were alien beings that Lazar believed were connected to the UFOs that he worked on. He said that one of these beings was kept at facility S4 and that it was a small, gray, and very similar to the grays often depicted in UFO lore. It was a little tiny gray alien. Apparently he saw it. He said he was told that the beings were part of ongoing research into alien technology. Now this of course adds another layer to Lazar's story, implying that the government not only has UFOs, but also has access to alien bodies or living extraterrestrials. Free my boy E.T. S4's location and security. So where is this S4 base that I keep mentioning? Lazar gave detailed descriptions of the secret base that he worked at, which he said was located near Papoose Lake, about 12 miles south of the famous Area 51. He claimed the base was highly secure with layers of protection to keep intruders away. Now, Lazar described the base as having multiple security checkpoints, armed guards, surveillance cameras, and restricted areas. All the goods. He emphasized how secretive the whole operation was, with very few people knowing the full scope of the research taking place right there. Lazar himself was only allowed to work on certain parts of the UFOs, and he wasn't briefed on the bigger picture, right? They only know a small amount each. Now, this sense of secrecy only deepened the mystery of S4, leading to endless speculation about what or where exactly the government is hiding. Project Pluto. One of the more intriguing pieces of Lazar's story involves a top secret project that he mentioned called Project Pluto. Lazar said this was the code name for the program aimed at studying alien spacecraft and attempting to reverse engineer their technology. Although Lazar didn't know all of the details, he believed that Project Pluto was one of the government's most ambitious and secretive operations ever, and it focused on understanding how the UFOs worked and how they could use their technology and, you know, make an iPod out of it or something crazy. Lazar's brief exposure to the project gave him insight into how the government was actively trying to decode alien tech, but he had only a small piece of the puzzle, so we gotta wait to find out more. Lazar's disappearance. After Lazar revealed his UFO-related claims, something strange happened. Many of his personal records seemed to disappear. He claimed to have attended both MIT and Caltech, but when researchers tried to verify this, there were no records of his attendance. Nothing could be found. Likewise, people who knew Lazar before his UFO story didn't seem to remember him now. Some people believe Lazar was intentionally erased from public records to silence him, suggesting that the government took extreme measures to make sure that he stayed quiet and their alien secrets stayed closed off. His sudden disappearance from the public eye only adds to the mystery, and many are wondering still to this day, was he a whistleblower telling the truth, or was his story fabricated for personal gain? What do you think? Comment down below.
Imagine finding a bottle washed up on a deserted beach. It's clearly not from around here, and it's filled with strange seeds. You wonder where it came from, how it got there. This is kind of like how the theory of panspermia works. Panspermia suggests that the basic ingredients for life, things like amino acids, the building blocks of proteins, might not have originated on Earth. Instead, they could have arrived here hitching a ride on comets or asteroids. Think of these space rocks as tiny delivery vehicles, carrying precious cargo across the vast distances of space. But some scientists take this idea even further. They suggest that these seeds of life might not have just arrived by chance. Perhaps long ago, a very advanced civilization, far more advanced than we can even imagine, intentionally sent these seeds out into the cosmos, hoping to spread life throughout the galaxy. While this idea may seem like science fiction, it raises profound questions about our place in the universe and the possibility of a cosmic connection that transcends our own planet. Graham Hancock, a well-known author and researcher, has a really interesting idea about how life began on Earth. He suggests that maybe, just maybe, we weren't just lucky. He thinks that a super advanced civilization, way back in time, might have actually helped kickstart life on our planet. He believes that these advanced beings, who were likely around long before humans even existed, might have intentionally brought the building blocks of life, things like DNA and the basic ingredients for cells, to Earth. It's a mind-blowing idea, isn't it? It makes you wonder if we're not just a random accident, but part of a bigger plan, a cosmic experiment, if you will. Hancock's ideas challenge mainstream scientific thinking. He points to the seemingly rapid emergence of complex life on Earth as evidence that something extraordinary may have occurred. Could it be that the building blocks of life, the very essence of what makes us human, were delivered to Earth by an ancient, technologically advanced civilization? Hancock's theories often center around the idea of a lost civilization, a technologically advanced society that existed thousands of years ago and mysteriously vanished. He suggests that these ancient civilizations may have possessed knowledge and technology far beyond our current understanding, perhaps even incorporating elements of extraterrestrial influence. While his theories are often met with skepticism from the scientific community, Hancock's work has sparked fascinating discussions about the origins of human civilization, the possibility of ancient advanced technologies, and the potential for contact with other intelligent life in the universe. The Great Pyramids of Giza stand as a testament to human ingenuity, a marvel of ancient engineering that continues to baffle and amaze us today. But were they truly built by the Egyptians? Or is there something more to this incredible feat of construction? A popular theory suggests that these magnificent structures were not built by humans, but by extraterrestrials. Proponents of this idea point to the sheer scale and precision of the pyramids, arguing that such advanced engineering and construction techniques were beyond the capabilities of ancient Egyptian civilization. They claim that the smooth, perfectly aligned blocks of stone, the intricate passages, and the astronomical alignments of the pyramids could only have been achieved with the help of advanced technology that could only have been possessed by an extraterrestrial civilization. While this theory is captivating, it lacks concrete evidence. Archaeologists and Egyptologists have presented compelling evidence that the pyramids were indeed built by the ancient Egyptians through meticulous planning and immense human effort. Stonehenge. Just the name evokes images of ancient mystery and wonder. This prehistoric monument, with its massive stones perfectly aligned with the sun, has captivated imaginations for centuries. But who built it? While most archaeologists believe it was constructed by our ancestors, a more outlandish theory suggests extraterrestrial involvement. Could these incredible structures, with their precise astronomical alignments, be evidence of a visit from another world? Proponents of this idea point to the sheer scale and complexity of Stonehenge. How did ancient people move these massive stones, some weighing tens of tons, over long distances and then erect them with such precision? Some argue that this level of engineering and construction was simply beyond the capabilities of any known prehistoric civilization. Of course, this is a highly contested theory. Archaeologists have presented compelling evidence that Stonehenge was built gradually over centuries by our ancestors, using ingenious methods and a deep understanding of their environment. But the mystery surrounding Stonehenge continues to fascinate, and the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement remains a tantalizing, if unlikely, explanation. The enigmatic Moai statues of Easter Island continue to baffle scientists and archaeologists. These colossal figures, with their elongated heads and serene expressions, stand as a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of the island's ancient inhabitants. But how did these people, living on a remote island with limited resources, manage to carve, transport, and erect these massive statues? Some researchers propose a more outlandish explanation. The Moai were not built by humans at all, but by an extraterrestrial civilization. Proponents of this theory point to the sheer scale and precision of the statues as evidence of advanced technology and engineering far beyond the capabilities of the island's inhabitants. They argue that the intricate carvings and the precise positioning of the Moai suggest a level of knowledge and expertise that could only have been achieved with the help of advanced tools and technology, perhaps of extraterrestrial origin. While this theory is highly speculative and lacks concrete evidence, it continues to capture the imagination of many. The idea that life on Earth may have been seeded by an extraterrestrial intelligence is a mind-bending concept. It challenges our fundamental understanding of our origins and forces us to confront the possibility of a cosmic connection that transcends our own planet.
David Grusch, a former U.S. intelligence officer, has emerged as one of the most polarizing figures in the ongoing discussions surrounding UFOs and government transparency. Through testimony, interviews, and public appearances, Grusch has made a series of extraordinary claims, suggesting that humanity's understanding of extraterrestrial phenomena has been systematically concealed for decades. In a 2023 interview, Grusch alleged that the U.S. government has operated a secretive program for decades dedicated to recovering and studying crashed UFOs. According to Grusch, this program involves the retrieval of advanced, non-human spacecraft, with some of these efforts dating back to the mid-20th century. He claimed that certain materials recovered were not only alien in origin, but also demonstrated technology far beyond human capability. Grusch stated that the program is shrouded in secrecy, operating outside the purview of elected officials and the general public, raising concerns about unchecked power and accountability. Grusch's testimony during a 2023 congressional hearing captured global attention. Under oath, he asserted that the US government has recovered non-human biologics from UFO crash sites. These biologics, he claimed, were tied to extraterrestrial life, a revelation that could challenge humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. Grusch's statements were part of broader discussions discussions about the need for transparency surrounding unidentified aerial phenomena. The hearing was a pivotal moment, marking one of the few times such allegations were discussed openly in a political setting. Grusch expanded on the historical context of UFO encounters, claiming that the earliest recorded recovery occurred in Italy in 1933. According to him, the Mussolini regime secured the crashed craft, which was later acquired by the United States in 1944 through the help of the Vatican and Allied intelligence services. Grusch suggested that this incident marked the beginning of a coordinated international effort to conceal UFO evidence. If accurate, this account would represent a nearly century-long cover-up involving multiple governments and institutions. During an in-depth appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, Grusch delved into his most startling claims. He described briefing sessions with high-ranking officials about recovered alien technologies, which he said had been subjected to reverse engineering programs. Grusch detailed accounts of UFOs displaying capabilities such as instant acceleration, defying gravity, and invisibility, technologies he described as light years ahead of current human engineering. The podcast episode sparked intense debate, with listeners divided between awe and the implications and skepticism due to the lack of tangible evidence. Grusch has openly discussed the personal toll of coming forward with his allegations. He claimed to have faced threats and intimidation designed to silence him. These challenges, he suggested, were part of a broader effort to suppress information about UFOs and non-human intelligence. Despite these pressures, Grusch has remained vocal, framing his efforts as a moral obligation to expose what he considers a significant cover-up. Grusch has also alleged that the secrecy surrounding UFOs is not limited to the United States. He claimed that multiple nations, including members of the Five Eyes Intelligence Alliance, have shared knowledge about extraterrestrial encounters and collaborated to maintain secrecy. This alleged global effort involves agreements to conceal recovered materials and information, ensuring that no single country independently reveals the truth. Grusch's allegations raise questions about the extent of international complicity and whether global transparency on the subject is even feasible. A central theme in Grusch's claims is the alleged reverse engineering of recovered alien technologies. He has asserted that the US government and private aerospace companies have conducted classified research to understand and potentially replicate these advanced technologies. According to Grusch, some of these efforts have yielded breakthroughs in propulsion and materials science, though the results remain hidden from the public. He suggested that the secrecy surrounding these programs is motivated by fears of disrupting global power dynamics and technological monopolies. Grusch has stated that UFO activity is not merely a relic of the past, but a persistent and ongoing phenomenon. He claimed that advanced non-human craft have been detected in recent years, exhibiting capabilities that defy conventional physics. These crafts, he said, have been observed performing maneuvers such as hypersonic speeds, abrupt directional changes, and invisibility. Grusch has argued that these sightings warrant serious scientific investigation, as they could have profound implications for national security and technological advancement. Grusch has accused private aerospace companies of playing a central role in concealing UFO-related materials and research. He alleged that some of these firms have been entrusted with alien craft and biologics, effectively removing them from direct government oversight. Grusch suggested that this arrangement allows for plausible deniability while also ensuring that the knowledge remains controlled by select few. These allegations have sparked calls for greater scrutiny of the private sector's involvement in UFO programs. In his public statements, Grusch has speculated about the potential consequences of fully disclosing UFO-related information. He suggested that revealing evidence of extraterrestrial life and advanced technologies could revolutionize fields like energy, transportation, and communication. However, he also warned of possible societal disruptions, including challenges to religious, political, and economic systems. Grusch believes that the decision to withhold such information stems from concerns about humanity's readiness to handle these revelations responsibly. David Grusch's claims have sparked intense debate and renewed focus on the UFO phenomenon. Supporters view him as a courageous whistleblower shedding light on decades of secrecy, while skeptics argue that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Regardless of one's stance, Grusch has undeniably pushed the conversation about extraterrestrial life and government transparency into the mainstream, leaving the public and lawmakers to grapple with the implications of his assertions. For a deeper dive into Grusch's perspective, his testimony before Congress and his interview on the Joe Rogan Experience offer compelling insights into his motivations and the scope of his claims.